I can lift this arm up a little bit more. Okay, third video I'm filming consecutively, so after this, all of the intros will look different and I will be wearing something different. So, hi, my name is Jasmine and I run the Crochettery here on YouTube. And if you watched the last two videos, you'd know that I'm filming them all consecutively before I go to my friend's house for the weekend. And I was wearing a Frosty the Snowman heating pad here, and if you actually look at my shoulder, you can see the like burn mark between where the heating pad was on my shoulder and my shoulder. It was there for quite a while. It did help a little. I'm able to like lift my arm up just a little bit more. This is the stopping limit for today. So I'm hoping that if I crochet like low on my lap, I can still crochet for the day. But I'm definitely not going to be able to like lift things up, or else it's just going to get worse and it's not going to be good for me the rest of the weekend. So I can't lift my arms up very much right now, or just the left one. I can't lift the left one up very much right now. So that one's going to be fun and juicy. And like I said in the last video, I don't know what I have done, if I've done anything extra, if I've finished all the prompts or not, because I'm filming them all back to back to back in the morning, so that way I can bring and pack yarn to go. So I don't know if I need anything else. Currently, I know on the first ball of yarn that is being posted on Friday that I will not posting on Friday, but that I'm filming on Friday will have enough yarn. I know that what I am filming on Saturday needs extra yarn, and I don't know what this one is yet to comment, so we'll figure it out. This one is pretty small. I don't think it's from Premier's, just based on the fact that there's only 2 letters in it. So I think this one was from Joanne's Yarn, and it's, I don't know what's in here for it to get this labeling, but it's just called PP. So I don't know what that could mean. I don't know what color this is going to be. It is pretty small and flat, so I really don't have any guesses. As much as I don't shop at Premier's, I don't shop at Joann's that much either. And if I do shop at Joann's, I am shopping like in person. So I really don't know their yarns as much as I don't know the Premier yarns. So this is all a big old learning experience for me. Okay, well it is acrylic. I'm like, what's in there? The first time I've looked in one of the packages in all the days. Oh. The label got stuck. The label got stuck in there. Can I have the label? I gotta fish the label out. Got the label. So this is called... Could I like fit it back in here? Oh no, it is still Premier's. It's not from Joann's. Interesting. She messed her coating up on this one. I'm trying to like slip the label back on. Okay. Label's back on. That was so funny. Okay. The label's back on. And we have Premier Anti-Piling Everyday Worsted Painterly Brush Stroke Print. 153 yards or 85 grams in a medium 4. And it is called Party Time. So it's just, the base of it is white and there's a lot of random colors soaked through. I don't know what I'm going to do for only 85 grams. That's not a lot. To be fair, I didn't tell her how much anything would need for multiples. I was kind of just trying to answer questions as she was giving me questions. And she just wanted to buy a bunch of things that she knows I've never done before. And I've never used this one before. I do like the look of it, though. I really like the look. It's, like, really soft for it being acrylic. I don't know why. It just feels a little bit softer than, like, you'd expect acrylic to feel. I don't know what I'm going to do with 85 grams, though. I don't think it's going to be anything amigurumi. Maybe I can make, like, a little bralette out of it. Or I could do a little bandana. Or I can browse for more patterns, I suppose. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I do have a couple days to think about it since I'm pre-filming these intros. I could always add more white as just white if I do need extra, like if I want to make something else. I can just bring extra white and then try to like draw out me using this. But I don't think I'm going to do that because I think that's a lot of extra work that I don't want to do. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with this one yet. It's just probably not going to be amigurumi, and if you don't know what that term means, because I've already said it twice now, it's basically just the fancy term for a stuffed animal. So it's probably not going to be a stuffed animal like the ones that I make that you can see over there. I didn't make the raccoon, but you can see what they would look like. I bought that one. But I'm a little excited to try this. I'm hoping that I can use it because this still hurts. But I'm going to do my best, and if you want updates as to if I was able to finish this or do anything extras, it's going to be at the end of the video, and by time that I do come back here, I will be filming in this exact spot. Well, maybe not this exact spot, but I will be filming in my usual location. I just have to pre-open it, so the intro is not at her place. So I'm going to see how this works and this looks, and wish me luck. So this isn't the usual close-up of my camera. It is a bit closer than usual today. I wasn't standing the correct orientation. I wasn't standing this way when I was setting up my little film stick. So it's a little bit closer than it usually is. I guess just ignore it. Just ignore it. But I'm here to update you on yesterday's yarn, and then I have to film an intro for opening today's yarn, which looks like this. It is, I think, the last small one, if you could believe that. The rest after this one are pretty big. So I'm excited to get into that. I also do have an updated list of everything that still needs to be done and is still waiting to be opened for tomorrow's video, so peep that in the intro for tomorrow. But today, obviously, I had the Premier Painterly yarn, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it at first. But if you remember a couple days back, I had the dragonfly prompt, and I needed to make a dragonfly shawl, or at least I wanted to make a dragonfly shawl. So I think my friend hooked me up there pretty well when she saw the dragonfly color, and she knew I wanted to do that. But obviously I didn't get to finish this, but if you remember in that video, I said I saw it off a TikTok crocheter who turned it into bandanas. And that's what I did. I obviously have to weave in all the ends still, so just ignore those. We'll do them when we do them. I hate weaving in ends. So this is the first one I made here. And you can see the 3 dragonflies, boom, boom, boom. It's got the little straps to tie over your head, you know, yada, yada, yada. This one is a little bit bigger than I would have liked because I wasn't sure how big it was going to come out as I was doing it, which is why I say this is the second one I made, which in my version is much better than the other one, just because it is I think it's 2 rows shorter, so it fits the head much nicer. I have my hair in a bun, so it's gonna pop out, but it would sit like this, tie around here, and the flap would fall down your, like, mid back of your scalp, but I have a bun in, so obviously it's not going to fall like that for me. But I think this was really cute, turning these 2 into little bandanas, and I'm surprised it turned into 2 of them. I thought I was only going to get, like, 1, because there wasn't a lot of grammage in it. So I'm, like, shocked that I got 2 of them, but I also had extra yarn, so I waited until I came home to make the next thing, because I had wanted to make scrunchies before in the past for my market table, but I never actually put forth the time, so I only have 2 scrunchies in total from like a year that I've been wanting to make them. So here's number 3. I like how it's got the random bursts of color. You can see this one's got a pink burst there, and then a green and an orange burst there. Otherwise, just a scrunchie. And then this one is a bit more colorful. It's got like a maroon, orange on that side, and then a blue and a green on this side. I didn't predict where the colors were going to land. They just landed where they landed. So out of the 1 ball of Premier Painterly, I got 2 dragonfly bandanas and 2 scrunchies. That's a steal. I completely used the yarn. You can tell from this scrunchie that I made it first because I cut both ends to weave them in. But on this scrunchie, this was literally the last of the yarn that I did have, and I'm going to use it just to weave in the end and then the leftovers for stuffing because that's what I like to do. But I used up the entire Premier ball. I think it was like 89 grams or something like that. I didn't keep the label. But it made 4 complete things out of the complete ball. That is shocking to me. I never would have guessed that. I never would have bought that based on that information alone of just knowing how little it is. I was like, that's not going to make anything. It made 4 things. I love that. I made 4 things. I have to buy more yarn from Premieres just to like finish some of the projects that I have. So, spoiler alert, all the way back to day 1, I need to buy more, I think it was Parfait Glitz to finish the Baphomet. And from the couple days ago, I needed like 2 or 3 more of these to finish the Dragonfly shawl. And obviously they have a shipping quote, so you have to like make enough things to pay shipping for free, or you just pay for shipping. But I don't like doing that. I'd rather just buy more yarn and use the excuse of, well, I needed free shipping. So I'm definitely going to be getting some more of this for some Dragonfly bananas and some scrunchies. So let me know how much you guys like this. This is, I don't know if this is the shorter or the longer one, but I think they're super duper cute. I really like them. I like using this pattern, I think is my problem now, is like now that I've done it, like I like doing it too much. But that can be my personal problem. I'll accept that as my personal problem, because I'm not mad at that. I will say there is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more days left to go in Yarnmas, so I'm excited. I hope. Wait, this is the last week. Oh my gosh. I hope this last week is, fingers crossed, really easy for me, because I'm pretty sure this muscle is torn and it is not cooperating with me. So I have not been my A game in terms of crocheting speed. So I'm hoping that this still goes all well.